And when you were professor of English at Emory, did you notice over time kind of the quality of student diminish? I've heard that from some professors who had a long tenure at a school say, I used to have students who were so dedicated to the material, to reading, and then the students come later and they're not really even paying attention. Maybe their class allows computers and they're on that the whole time. But did you find that that was a big change?
During my decades in academia, I did a lot of peer review, reading manuscripts for presses and for journals and evaluating them, hiring people, doing admissions. I did testing work for ETS and on the GRE exams. And I most definitely found a deterioration of standards. The quality of people going into the humanities really dropped. And that included the younger professors. And part of that is because the standards went down. When I was in graduate school at UCLA in the 1980s, I'll just give you one example. One of the requirements was we had to take 2 courses in philology, the history of the English language. We had to do phonetic transcriptions of Shakespeare. Now, there is no philology required in PhD programs of everyone at schools anymore. That's gone. That's gone. We had written qualifying exams that were 16 hours long, and they would flunk out about 1/3 of the students taking these exams. You're not going to see that at all. And look what's happened recently. We're getting rid of the tests. The LSAT is disappearing. The GRE literature exam in English is disappearing. The GRE itself, the SAT, we're getting rid of the gatekeeping mechanisms, all in this ridiculous notion of egalitarianism. So we're just going to get rid of that. And the thing is that the pursuit of the pursuit of equity is inevitably going to lower the standards. That's any social scientist will tell you. You cannot equalize outcomes without changing the yardsticks for the worse. So you're going to get students who come out, they're not as well educated, they're not as trained, they're not as skilled as they were before. And this is simply setting political goals, objectives, ahead of academic quality and the maintenance of standards. And sadly, most academics, they're at peace with that. They don't want problems. They don't want to open their mouths. They just want to teach their classes and go home and not have trouble. They don't want anyone to, make a complaint against them because that ruins their lives for 3 months. And who needs it, right? So
wow.
They go along, they get along, and meanwhile, fewer and fewer students major in the humanities. They vote with their feet. They go somewhere else because they know there's something rotten. As one person wrote in an op-ed many years ago in the Wall Street Journal, that the humanities, the curriculum, it's leaving Western civilization, but they're reading Westerns. So
yeah.